I don't know, man. I went to play a casual game. Frustrated me so much. Not today. I did this last night because I needed footage for something. And I was like, oh, it was just background footage. And I just hopped into a Valve server. And it made me want to commit. It was that awful. You know, the entire other team was just, we were getting pub stomped and it was not fun. So I got off the game and then I was like, I need footage. And then I ended up playing Class Wars. So, I'm playing Class Wars today. I think one of the things that always draws me back to TF2 is just, you know, the extent of the content. And I feel like you could say that for really any Valve game, whether it's Half-Life, whether it's Counter-Strike or TF2, even the original Team Fortress, even games like Counter-Strike Source, older Valve games. Because TF2, it's like, oh, well, you know, you might get pub stomped in the Valve server and it's like, oh, well, that sucks. I'll just play a community server. And then you might not enjoy the community server. And it's like, okay, well, now what? Well, you got a bunch of other options. You got that zombie survival mode, that like weird community server zombie mode that they have. They've got Class Wars. They've got a whole slew of things. I mean, hell, they even have competitive and they have man vs. machine. And I feel like man vs. machine is one of the, if not one of like the funnest game modes, because in reality, man vs. machine is just a case opening simulator with a game tied to it. It's just gambling, but you play an actual game. I haven't talked about this before, but it's something that I've wanted to bring up, and it's that I wish Counter-Strike would add something similar to man vs. machine. It doesn't have to be literally man vs. machine, a wave shooter, you know, or some, you know, it could be like just something where instead of just spending $2 on a key for a case or just, you know, opening a case, I can spend, you know, $4 buy a pass or buy a special pass, or it doesn't even have to be $4. It could be the price of a key, and you play a mission, and then at the end of that mission, you have a chance at getting special items. And those certain items, you know, like how TF2 has it in Man vs. Machine, Australians and kill streak kits can only be earned from Man vs. Machine. I think you can get kill streak kits from cases. I feel like that's wrong. I'm gonna look it up in editing. Right here on the screen, I will let you know if I'm wrong, if you can get kill streak kits or kill streakifiers from other from cases. So on screen right here, I do know that Australian weapons you can only get from Man vs. Machine. Yeah, I would love to see Counter-Strike add a mode like that, where you can only get specific items from from that mode. Dear God. I reset my stats a while ago. I have a video on it, but after resetting my stats, I literally only played medic for an entire second, so I technically only have 1 second on medic. I don't have 1 second on medic anymore. Let's look at my, I forget how to check those stats. I have 3 minutes on medic. I have 18 hours on spy. I haven't played a lot of TF2 recently. I reset my stats quite a few months ago now. Maybe it might have been like 6 months ago now. So it's been quite a while since I reset my stats. I fucking hate RTD so much. RTD is stupid as hell. I get the entire point of it is to break stalemates, but like half the time it's just like dumb to me. I don't know. Like sometimes it works and other times it doesn't work. Like it just kind of broken and ruins like the match. I feel like that situation where that guy had crits and Uber. Like it should be like one or the other, not like, oh, he's just got God mode and full crit and all of this bullshit. I don't know, TF2 has been really boring recently. I don't know. Every time I try to play TF2, it's just, even when I do well, it's still boring. Like, does that make sense? Like, the only thing I feel like I would enjoy playing in TF2 right now is probably like Man vs. Machine. And that's mostly because of the gambling aspect. I also just really like wave shooters a lot, you know, Nazi zombies type deal. I'm just a fan of like wave shooters. It's like a mix of like a wave shooter on top of damn, this is so fucking long, dude. Why didn't we surrender? This is just a losing match. One of the few problems I have is when like it's clearly a losing match and like nobody surrenders. Oh, well, okay, well, there's fucking 2 minutes left and we're surrendering, dude. I wish we surrendered 10 minutes ago, you know? I'm playing like that. TF2 is just boring, you know? That's the problem with the game. I'm in a cycle. I've talked about this before. TF2 is one of those games where I play in waves. You play it for like 3 months, like a lot. Like you play it constantly, every single day for 3 months. And then you just stop. And like, you can't play it anymore. And the only reason why I play it is genuinely to make YouTube videos on it. And it's suffering. Genuinely, it's suffering. It is so suffering.
Ooh, nobody gives a shit.
Like a negative person talking like negatively the entire time, but holy shit. TF2 just gets boring sometimes, you know? Because like it doesn't help that the game's not updated, you know? Like updates is what keeps you coming back to games most of the time, you know? Like there hasn't been new content added to TF2 in at least what, 6 years? So like, you know, that's one of the things that just doesn't help with the fact that that's like one of the downsides to it. God mode. Wow, wonderful. I rolled God mode on the round where we fucking ran to them. Yeah, I don't know. Counter-Strike. I'm playing a lot of Counter-Strike recently. Counter-Strike can really, I don't want to say use, but it would be fun to have a mode like that. A lot more games need items that are marketable, you know, that like have real world value. And the problem with that is that there are so many games where you can buy items, you know, microtransaction items, and it just feels so much worse than if I were to buy a TF2 or, you know, Counter-Strike item. Like I would be so much more willing to spend like $100 on a TF2 Australia. Like I wouldn't have to put too much thought process into it. You know, it's like, okay, $100 for, you know, $80 for an Australian rocket launcher. Right? It's like, okay, you know, that's a lot of money, but I don't really care. I'd be willing to do it. Like if I have the money, I would be willing to do it. $20 skin from Call of Duty, worthless. Never in my life. You could pay me to buy the skin and I still wouldn't want to get it because it's a worthless item. There's no value in it. The money's just disintegrating, you know? Even if I play the game a bunch, you know, like I've paid for microtransaction items in like Call of Duty, but, you know, it has to be an item that I really, really want, and I still am not willing to spend, you know, $20 on it. You know, I still wouldn't be willing to spend 20. Compared to like TF2 or Counter-Strike, where I'm willing to spend $100, you know, just instantly. Especially Counter-Strike. It's because there's actual value you can still get out of it. Even if the price drops, you're still able to sell it and get money back, you know? Any other game like Call of Duty, Fortnite, anything else, you're not going to get money back for it. You can't make your money back. And like the Steam Community Market is, any game has access to it. There's a bunch of games where you can sell items on the Steam Community Market. You know, Killing Floor 2, you can sell items on the Steam Community Market. So I don't know why more games don't just utilize that ability. I think it's stupid that they don't, you know? Because one, it will keep your game alive longer because people are able to make money from the items. You know, you're going to have that, you know, a certain amount of people that are like, I could just make money off these items, so I'm gonna just play the game based off the fact that I can make money off them. Oh my god, I fucking hate that. I'm just gonna stand still. I hate the fucking lag RTD. It's literally the dumbest shit ever. It's just nauseating. I'm just gonna stand still. I don't care. 10 more seconds. Some of the RTD things, they gotta go. Like the lag RTD thing is so stupid. RTD in itself is kind of stupid to an extent, but like lag RTD, it's just nauseating. It doesn't really do anything other than be nauseating. I'm just gonna stand still when I get it. I'm either gonna die or stand still. I don't even want to play when I get that. Like some of the other ones I don't mind. Like the slow one, whatever. You know, you can still move and stuff. The sickness one is stupid because it just kills you over time, but I understand. I guess, you know, you have to have some negatives. You can't just have only, like, God mode type shit. Fuck. How the fuck can we not kill this guy? We're a bunch of soldiers, dude. It should not be this difficult. This should be a cakewalk. What the hell is happening right now? How do we not even have first point capped? This is a joke. Yeah, more games just need, like, community market access. Like I said it before, just allowing your items to be resellable. And I get it, it might be more difficult to do that for, like, a skin, an operator skin in Call of Duty, because everybody can buy it. And then that in turn, it makes it so, okay, well, how do you make items have value? You basically have to add a gambling, which would be loot boxes. Hello, me from editing. Really quickly, I would like to add in here, because I talk about the only way to add value to items would be for gambling, but I'd like to bring up the fact that you can make it so items are, like, discoverable or findable in-game. Take a Borderlands, for example, or Diablo, where you can have a really rare item and you can get it by fighting a boss or something similar like that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be from loot boxes, but you have to somehow give the item a rarity, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Again, skins, like TF2 items, it's not like, I mean, well, I say that, but TF2 items, you technically have to pay for the weapons. You could get them as drops, but, you know, that's different. Counter-Strike's a better example. You don't, there's no advantage over having skins. Somebody with no skins can easily go pro and become the best player in the world with never buying a skin, never spending a penny on the game. And there are tons of people who spend thousands of dollars on skins, are dog shit at the game. I mean, it's like, you know, why even make the items, you know, tradable or marketable at that point? Why allow people to, you know, sell them to others for real cash if you're as long as the company is making money, they don't give a fuck, you know? And they easily make more money if they allowed the items to be sellable in the community marketplace or made their own in-game community marketplace, sure. And the problem is you'll have I know somebody's going to be like, well, that means it's got to be taxed and it's got to, you know, it's got to have all these problems. It's got to abide a bunch of laws and stuff because it's real world money. But the problem is that they would just do what Steam does. Steam funds are not withdrawable, meaning that if you put money into Steam, you're technically buying Steam bucks, if that's a way to say it. It's the equivalent of getting Microsoft points. Remember when Xbox, you know, back in the day, you used to buy Microsoft points? That's basically what it is. You know, it's not real money technically, and you can't withdraw it into real money. So like easily any game could just make their own marketplace and be like, oh, it's, you know, it's V-Bucks or whatever, like Fortnite. It's like, oh, you could just resell your skins to other players for V-Bucks or whatever. Shh. How's it going? Me from editing again. I want to clarify on this point because I feel like some people might be like, well, if you have it so you can't withdraw the funds through the marketplace, then it's still not worth it and you can't get real cash for it. But then if you basically do what Steam does, you'll end up having other marketplaces like Skin Baron, for example, or, you know, Skimport or D-Market, where you have these third-party websites where you can go and trade the items and technically sell the items for cash. So that would probably inevitably happen with another game as an example. But, you know, anyway, yeah, that's basically, I just wanted to get that out of the way. But again, that would mean they like the game itself would have to implement some kind of rarity system or some kind of loot box system to an extent. You know, it wouldn't work if you could just buy the item straight from the menu. Like, yeah, you can still do that with items, and Counter-Strike does that, where you can buy certain stickers and certain items from the menu, but majority of the items you would have to have a rarity system on, or, you know, it was some kind of, you know, gambling system in place to how, you know, for rarity of an item, because that's what adds value, is how rare an item is. Same thing for real life, you know, just item rarity is what drives the price. Guess I'm just using this as more of like background gameplay, to be honest. That wasn't really the plan for this video, but yeah, I'm just doing commentary at this point because I'm so bored of TF2, genuinely. It's just boring. There's nothing added to the game, man. It's boring. I'm waiting for the summer update to hit. I made a video on it, talking about the summer update. I haven't looked at any of the comments for it, if there are any comments for it. I would assume there are, but probably look at them at some point, see what people are saying about it. People are probably like, you're completely wrong. I don't know. I could, like, half the comments are probably just shitting on me, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised. They're gonna make another Team Fortress game. Like, well, will they make another Team Fortress game? And you know what? I will say this. They are working on another shooter, from what I've heard. I don't know. If anybody watches Tyler McVicker, he was talking about it. Valve seems to be working on like a shooter type game. It's got a code name right now. They haven't announced anything or talked about it, but they do have like a code name for it, and they are working on some kind of new shooter, from what I've heard. So, you know, that seems pretty interesting. That seems cool. We'll have to see what happens with that. You know, it might be a while before it comes to fruition, you know, before we even hear anything. I would be surprised if we hear anything about Valve creating a new game within the summer easily. Like, it's gonna be a while. Like, I guarantee we won't hear anything you know, not even a little teaser, not even a little leak until after the summer. And if we get something during the summer, then that would be, you know, wonderful, because we just really need something new, you know. Another problem is with TF2 and just Valve games in general is, I mean, Valve games are the only games I kind of enjoy playing because of the monetization of them and how you can make money. Like playing TF2, like I feel like, yeah, it's still gambling. Like if I open a case in TF2 or if I play Man vs. Machine, 9 times out of 10, I'm losing money. But I don't care because I'm still, you know, it's like I feel like I'm not wasting my money completely. Whereas if I were to buy a skin in Call of Duty, it's a straight up, I might as well be burning money. Burning money would be a better use than buying a skin in Call of Duty, because at least when I burn the money, I can use the heat to warm myself up during the winter. Whereas buying a skin in Call of Duty, I don't understand why people keep buying Call of Duties. I'm going to go on a rant about that right now, right? People that play Call of Duty, not people that play it, people that keep buying it to an extent. Like, I understand it. It's like they keep doing it. They're not going to stop. But like, look at Chinese Call of Duty Online, or Call of Duty Mobile is a great example. Call of Duty Mobile released, and there hasn't been a new Call of Duty Mobile. It's just the same one, and they keep updating it and adding to it. That's what we need. That's what Call of Duty needs to do. They need to do what Valve has been doing. Make a game and just keep updating it. But they know their player base is stupid as fuck. Beyond brain dead enough to keep buying the same $60 game. And I'm one of the fucking brain dead morons, all right, that will keep buying the same game. And it's funny because I'm done doing it. Didn't buy some Call of Duty games for a while, like Infinite Warfare and a couple Call of Duties after that, but I bought Modern Warfare 2019, and granted, I enjoyed it a bunch. I played it a bunch even after you know, the newer Call of Duty games. And Cold War, I really enjoyed Cold War a lot. I played Cold War a lot, and I enjoyed that game. Cold War, the thing is, the Treyarch games, the Treyarch Call of Duties, because Treyarch is, you know, the company that makes Nazi zombies, so Treyarch games are more enjoyable to an extent. Oh, I just bodied that guy. Get the hell out of here, boy. I'm going on. Okay, but Treyarch games are slightly more worth the money because you get Nazi zombies out. Well, I don't even want to say Nazi zombies, but it's just like zombies nowadays. You get zombies out of it. It's better because zombies, you can just play forever, you know. Even if the online service goes down, you always have access to zombies, and it's just infinitely playable to an extent. Like Call of Duty Black Ops 3. If you don't have Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on Steam, I would highly recommend it because you can play it forever, and it has an infinite amount of content. That being that it has access to the Steam Workshop, meaning that you can just download new zombies maps off of the Steam Workshop whenever you want, and it just adds an infinite replayability to the game. You know, something like, you know, Modern Warfare 2 that just released this year. I played it for a month and then I stopped playing it. Now, I didn't pay full price for it. I paid more than I wish. I paid like $58 because, you know, the game was 70. They released it for 70, which I think I made a video talking about that, but I think I privated it. I can't believe they released Call of Duty for $70. And the fact that people paid money. People paid $70 to play Call of Duty. That is like, oh my God, that hurt me. Seeing people pay $70 for Modern Warfare 2 because everybody knows they're going to release another Call of Duty game next year, and people still paid $70. Oh man, imagine paying $70 for an annual release game. Like, stupid as hell. And I know somebody might say, oh well, they said they weren't going to release another Call of Duty next year. They were going to take a year off. No, one, they were never going to do that. Two, they're going to release another Call of Duty next year. That's only 2 years. That's only 2 years of one game. That's not really a lot of time. You know, that 2 years isn't that much time compared to like a lot of other games, but it's a lot for Call of Duty, I guess. So, you know, Call of Duty sucks nowadays, man. Cold War was really fun. I really enjoyed Cold War. I played that game a lot. I had a lot of fun with it. Even Modern Warfare 2019 to an extent. I didn't enjoy it as much as Cold War. Modern Warfare 2 stinky. Vanguard was stinky, but Vanguard's even better than Modern Warfare 2, and that says a lot because Vanguard stinks. It fucking sucks. I did play Modern Warfare 2 more than Vanguard, I will say that, but Modern Warfare 2 it's just boring. It still sucks. They did so much to the game that made it suck. Like, I don't like the perk system. They fucked up. Like, if you haven't played Modern Warfare 2, the new Modern Warfare 2 that released, the perk system, you pick 3 perks or 4 perks, but they unlock throughout the game. Like, you don't actually get access to all of them. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's so dumb how it works. I don't even know. I can't even explain it to you. It's just so ridiculously stupid. I should do this more. This is what I should do. I should play TF2 and just use it as like, as a chance to rant about shit that I hate. How would y'all feel about that? Should I do that? Should I just like play wacky TF2 modes or like do stupid stuff on TF2 and like use like background gameplay? Like, I wouldn't necessarily want to like just play a Valve match and like be dying constantly and just like a generic, like I would want to do something fun, like, you know, play like Class Wars or like that weird like zombie mode. I kind of want to give that a try. I want to play that like zombie horde mode or whatever it is that they have in this. Call of Duty sucks. I don't know. Okay, can we get in there and do something? This team fucking sucks, dude. This literally should be an easy win, and our team just is... okay, if we do not win while everybody's bannered up and buff bannered right there, I don't know. Somebody's got to RTD and roll like a god mode or something. How is nobody rolling god mode? I think another problem that I have with TF2 that does make it boring for me, the fact that you don't get anything doing well. You know, like, you don't get anything at the end of matches. You don't get any rewards for doing well. You just, if I join a Valve server and do really, really well, there's no gain, which I guess it makes it like less sweaty.
Wow.
Hey, me from editing again. I want to talk about this point a little bit because I don't go in depth too much with it. But basically, you should just get rewarded for doing specific things. Like, as an example, the player card system in Call of Duty, or the emblem system, how you could get, you know, a cool emblem if you go on a 25 kill streak. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you get a cool emblem for playing sweaty, but, you know, just like a reward system should be in place, you know, during matches for just whatever reason. Like, you push the card a certain amount of times, or you did so much to support your team, you know, etc., etc. You know, just reward the players, give them a reason to play. To, you know, make it, it's like, okay, well, if you had it so you earned something for doing well, then everybody's just going to be pub stomping and playing their sweatiest. But like, I don't know, like take Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike, at the end of matches, you have a chance, you know, once a week you can get a case drop, which cases are kind of expensive now, so that's like free money. Or you have a chance at a random skin drop, which most of the time the skins are dog shit skins, but you do have a chance at getting something relatively decent. Same thing with the cases. I don't know. I don't know why they don't just like make it so you can have a chance at getting stuff. Like, I guess you can get, I guess there's weapon drops, but weapons are literally useless and nobody wants them anymore. And then you have the insanely rare chance at getting a cosmetic hat, which again is worthless. So I can't wait to edit this video. It's going to be me dying in the background 100 times in a row while I talk about how much I hate Call of Duty. Anyway, if you've played Call of Duty recently and if there's anything you hate about it or like about it, let me know in the comments. I want to see what other people who play Call of Duty, what you think about the game's current state, how much you played, if you played a lot or if you haven't played it a lot, or like what your thoughts on the game are, or what do you like about Call of Duty. And another thing that I would like to ask is, what would you add or change or maybe even remove from TF2 to make it a better experience and make it more playable, you know, like that, you know, something. What would you change in TF2, whether it's add or remove something that would make you want to, you know, play it more, that would make you want to play it more, that would give replay value to you at least, you know. So leave a comment about that, because I would like to know what other people think. Personally, to me, I feel like different items, a chance to get better item drops, or just like give me something for leveling up, you know. Like, I really hate how when you level up, it's just, you know, this thing, you know, it's like, oh, I get this, my charm gets a different color, you know, or I gain XP. Like, this XP bar means nothing. XP in TF2 is the most useless shit ever. At least in Call of Duty, when you're leveling up and like doing well, you can get kill streaks, and in game at least you can get kill streaks, and you like level up, and leveling up allows you to unlock new weapons and stuff. Whereas like, oh, that guy's got God mode. Whereas TF2, it's like even Counter-Strike, like leveling up at least feels more rewarding, and getting XP in Counter-Strike even feels more rewarding. Like TF2, this is the most useless thing they've ever added to the game. I'm gonna be real. It means nothing. It just shows how much you've played the game. That's it. And if I want to know how much I played the game, I look at time played. That's it. Like, I don't know. This is useless to me. I think it's kind of dumb. Hey, me from editing again. They should make it so that your level up badge, you can wear it as like a badge in game. Like they should make it a badge, and every time you level up or whatever, like it actually changes the in-game badge too. That would be cool. Like that'd be used for it. Like make it so you could wear it on your character. That'd be sick. Like they should tie something to this. Like just give me something else. I don't know. Yeah, but what would you add? What would make you want to play TF2 more? I mean, I like other than like, oh, frequently updating the game or whatever, but you know, like I've talked about it before. If they added like TF2 could easily benefit from like a yearly or like bi-yearly battle pass. Like so, like it would be so much fun. Like, and guess what? The game already has a battle pass. Every 3 to 6 months, just update the contractor. Just reset it. Just reset it. That's all you have to do. And reset the gift shop. That's all you have to do. And guess what? You don't have to make it free. Make me have to pay, you know, a certain like $10 every time you reset it. I would be perfectly fine with that. I've talked about this before. I don't know if the video is public or not, but I've talked about this before. I would love that. I would love if they just reset the contractor. Me from editing again. I want to reiterate. I hate the Scream Fortress contractor event. I want the items to be tradable. The items you get from the contractor, like the paints and war paints and stuff, all of those are tradable. I like the items to be tradable. I hate the Scream Fortress kind of like soul shit, because none of those items are ever tradable, so it just feels like I'm getting useless items. Again, I like the marketability of the items. I like the items to be tradable, and they don't even have to be marketable. Just allow me to trade them. Give them some kind of value, and like don't make them just useless ass items that are useless, basically, that I can't get rid of or trade for anything else. We are now zooming into the video. Like, I don't care. I will spend $10 on it, even $20. I don't give a shit. You know, TF2 just needs a constant. I guess I'll say that. TF2 needs a constant. You know, because you have all of these other games, and I've said it before. I hate Fortnite, but Fortnite does the battle pass well compared to any other game. Fortnite does the best battle pass you can get is the Fortnite battle pass, genuinely. Like, they do their battle pass well. The skins are really nice. I really like the Fortnite skins. They're just really cool. They're really well made. Like Call of Duty, I hate the Call of Duty battle pass because one, the game's nowadays $70. And it's like, oh, now you need to buy the battle pass. Dude, go fuck yourself. Like, call it, like, God, Activision is such a scum fuck company nowadays. Like, just such a scummy fucking company. They do not give a fuck about the consumer at all. And people let them fuck them over. Like, the player base lets them fuck them over. Like, I'll say this. I'm glad Valve isn't like Activision, because TF2 and Counter-Strike would be such, like... you would see videos like the rise and fall of like TF2 and Counter-Strike, and I'm glad we don't have that, you know. I will say this, I would rather have TF2 be the way it is now, where it's like not updated and we have no idea if we're ever going to get content again, or we rarely ever get content, compared to Call of Duty, where it's like $70 every year for a new game on top of a $10 to $20 battle pass every 6 months. Come on, you gotta money. You're spending $100 on like bullshit, man. And then it's just like it's just a gamble if the game's gonna be good or not. Changing shit that nobody asked them to change. It's ridiculous, you know. Like TF2 and Call of Duty are similar, because they're on completely opposite ends of the spectrum, but they're in the same state of, like, I don't want to say trash, but I can't say in the same state, but like, it's hard to explain. Like, they're the same, but they're not. Like, they're on completely opposite ends of the spectrum, but they're so far away from each other that they almost loop back around in a circle and connect, if that makes sense. Like, TF2 is way better than Call of Duty, but it hasn't been updated in forever, and we never hear anything from Valve. You know, that, like, everybody's excited for the summer update, and yet the summer update is literally just new cases and a couple new maps. That's it. That's it. It's literally just a Scream Fortress update, but like not like Halloween themed. That's basically what it is. It's so like, and yet we're excited. I'm excited about it. You know, like, I'm not saying like there's anything wrong about not being excited for it. Like, I'm excited for it, but like, damn, I wanna see what they're. Oh, Demo Man. Okay. Oh, I hate Demo Man. Demo Man is so slow. Why did we let them win? Okay, that sucks. Yeah, I'm done. I don't know. I'm done playing this. I've been recording for a while. Yeah, like I said, let me know what you think TF2 should, or what you would change or add to make it more, give it more replay value, at least in your eyes, in your personal opinion. Call of Duty sucks, and TF2 is still better than COD, but yeah, I don't know. I'll see you in the next one.